everyone. Welcome to B2B Commercial Excellence through Human-Centricity, uh, LinkedIn Live. Very happy to see you here today. Such a pertinent topic. And hopefully today we are uniting both people who think, oh, human-centricity, can't hear about it, I'm visibly allergic to this, and the other camp who says, oh, commercial, it's all about money, we all should be about humans. Today is the merge of efficiency and humans. And we believe, this panel of experts, this is the only way of doing great business. So without further ado, I'd like to introduce the panel, give them 30 seconds to talk about their experience and what they bring to the scene today. I'll go first. My name is Olga Kovatsova. I am the founder and the CEO of ECC, and we specialize on creating customer-informed operating models, which means aligning people, process, and technology to meet customer needs and to achieve commercial success. Marina, would you like to introduce yourself?
Okay. Hello, everyone. I'm Marina Bezuglova, and I'm a consultant in human-centered transformation and well-being. And also, I'm executive director at Ipsos Comcon, and I'm author of books about well-being, burnout, and resilience.
Very much looking forward to hearing your perspective today, Marina. Sarah?
Yes, hello. Very honored to be here and be with all of you. I'm Sarah Lamdi. I have about 14 years of experience in digital transformation, customer experience, and digital experience. And hopefully today will be, as you said, joining the perspective of human centricity and the experience and business as well. So, and welcome to everyone who joined us.
Thank you, Sarah. It's great to have you on board and excited to have you with us and hearing your perspective. Sajjad?
Yeah, hi, this is Mohammad Sajjad. Right now, I am working as a Director Commercial Excellence in Sami Pharmaceuticals, one of the Pakistan's largest pharmaceutical company. Overall, I have 22 years of experience in sales, marketing, commercial excellence, trade marketing, and market research. So, from last, you can say from 15 years plus, I am working in the field of commercial excellence.
Very
Thank you.
excited to have you with us. Thank you. Thank you so much for joining and contributing your expertise. And I'd like to address the first question to you, actually, Sajjad. How do you define commercial excellence, given this is part of your job description?
Yeah, the commercial excellence. I think commercial excellence, or previously we were saying Salesforce excellence, marketing excellence, evolved a lot from last, you can say, 10 to 15 years. Initially, when this you can say the concept started, generally we are focusing on the productivity of the sales team. We were much talking on the productivity on the sales numbers. Then gradually we worked on the other things that are impacting on the sales and the salespeople. But somehow in between, you can say that the core commercial excellence or the strategic part of commercial excellence have been, you can say, then shadowed by, you can say, the bombardment of the digital transformation. Because in you can say in the middle of you can 2 to 3 years, people were thinking that the Salesforce automation is commercial excellence, although the automation is as a part of commercial excellence, but this is not the whole commercial excellence. But right now, if you are talking about with that much, you can the progress in the commercial excellence. If I talk about the commercial excellence in today's world, in if I simply describe commercial excellence, it's aligning people, processes, and technology to achieve sustainable results. Uh, Results mean in the financials as well as the people development or people growth. So it's the commercial excellence, and the commercial excellence start from very beginning in the business, from identifying your product, your you can say the aligning your portfolio, then planning resources, especially in all areas. It means planning resources for different geographies, for different, you can say, the departments that are linked in the, especially in the customer experience part, and then defining objectives and setting the competency frameworks for each layer or cadre of the organization, especially for the commercial excellence, and then supporting business by providing the required capabilities, by training teams, by giving them required skills, and then designing processes to, you can say, that to support them to implement the commercial strategies and to monitor them, so the team can evaluate their performance, and they can continue their good things and take corrective actions for the areas where they need to. So it's, you can say, the whole process is a commercial excellence. And now the very important part, you can say, previously, that I already told, that we were focusing on the financial numbers, but by the time all the commercial excellence related people realize that people, human, are the, you can say, the very important part of the whole process. So we have to work on either the people within the organization or people with outside the organization who are our customer. So we have to focus on all those areas.
So, well, what the definition? Commercial excellence is pretty much everything. It's how the organization works, and
Yeah.
gradually, all organizations are starting to move towards that realization that it's not just your processes or technology, or not even a combination of process and technology. It's
Yes.
also the people need to be brought into the equation. And there is seems to be plenty of evidence that proves that both customers and employees are an essential part of commercial success. But
Yeah.
Marina, the question is to you as the CEO and as a leader in well-being. Why do you think companies still believe it's either efficiency or human centricity?
Yes, Olga, you are right. And we still keep treating human centricity and efficiency as if they are on opposite sides of a scale. And many managers still hear human centricity and they think that it's something about kindness, about corporate responsibility. It's nice to have, but it's not about the results they need to deliver. But actually, the truth is that performance runs through people, and their energy, motivation, creativity are engines for execution, and vice versa. When the team is burnt out, it costs to organization a lot. And I write about the role of organizations in professional burnout in my book, Balancing on the Edge: Resilience Without Burnout. And still, protection of burnout, it's just a first step, basic and factor of hygiene. And actually, company, as a second step, they should help employees connect with their purpose, develop their best talents for the benefit of the organization, because it would be pure win-win when the company gets motivated employees, and employees are happy and thrive in such organizations. And still, you are right, this mindset either or still persists because um, maybe because it's measurement bias. We focus mostly on financial KPIs, on business indicators, and we under measure human indicators relating to motivation, psychological safety, and mastery. And we don't see the full picture behind some problems and issues. So we need to measure both. And also, what is important for this persisting mindset, I believe that we still have a style of thinking. When we think about human centricity, we think that it's a matter of HR, initiative of HR, but actually it's everyday work of every manager and leader. How we set goals, run meetings, give feedbacks. That's why we need to invest in training and in training of managers regarding people management skills, because now they are not just bosses, they should be coaches, facilitators, and designers of teamwork. That's why I believe that we have to put some extra efforts, and we can shift this mindset from either or to the system where efficiency is built on human centricity.
Hmm. So if I put it in very simple words, and it's commercial excellence, it's businesses making money, right? So commercial stands for success financially. There's also this space coaching, well-being programs to ensure that people are capable of creating winning solutions. Like we're not training them for the sake of training, or we're not looking after them for the sake of looking after them. As commercial organizations, we do all these things because it's good for us. It's good for them, but it's also good for us, right? And with all that, we are staying true to our purpose, and we don't just make money because we want to stay good to the world, right? Do something that matters, enrich customers' lives. So in my mind, this is what this discussion is all about so far, right? The money, ingenuity, and integrity. And this is great, but how do we put this to practice? Have you come across great examples of commercially successful organizations who are also human focused?
I can share my experience. Last year, I was a judge at the International Customer Experience Awards in the category of Best Learning and Development Programs, and I was surprised and inspired by cases when companies invested in people development and they got measurable business impact. And we saw it across winning cases. When company facing customer experience problems, they started to invest in their employees, in their upskilling, development, learning, career development, and as a result, they got improved customer satisfaction score, decreased customer churn, and I appreciate such cases that demonstrate this clear link between investing in people and clear business results.
That's a great example. Thank you for sharing. And those of you considering awards and judging, I would highly recommend this activity because you do get exposure to best case studies. Sajjad, sorry, I interrupted you.
Yeah, no, Marina, I think it's a good example, and I have also witnessed same sort of, you can say, situation where organization focused on their internal employees. If I talk about, they have, you can say, they have not good results in terms of internal promotions. So every time they promoted inside peoples, they have to revert back. But once they decided that we have to ensure that our all people should be enough capable to get the new role. So in that organization, we have started investing on our people, and first for their own, you can say, the job technical skills for their own job, and along with, we have started working for their future developments for the next role. So we have set the competency framework for each letter, which competencies they required. Then we have intentionally worked on those areas. And previously, we were more focused on the business numbers while promoting the people. But at that time, we have also incorporated the behavioral part, their, you can say that their attitude part in their promotion criterias. So once that those people's got promoted, then the success rate is, you can say that it's previously it was 40%, then it goes up to 85%, the success rate for the internal employee promotions. And you can say that the retention level of that, or in that organization, went up to, our turnover rate is less than 1% in that area, because people are engaged, they are feeling that they are heard, they are trained enough for their future role, and they have, you can see, the trust on the organization, that that organization is thinking for their growth also.
Mm.
And this is one of the example for the internal customers. And for the external customers, in pharma business, because I belongs to the pharmaceuticals. In pharmaceuticals, we have another human element, and very important element is patient, and the SCPs, where we have to ensure that their experience on our products and the problem related to those areas should be addressed. So we have identified that, especially in chronic therapies where patient have to take medicine for long time, or they have multiple doses. So generally, as a human, we miss those doses. So overall, I cannot. So this is the initiative of one pharma, but I think most of the pharmaceutical companies come into in this role. And you can say they implemented multiple CRM systems, where they have systems to remind patients to get their dose, and give them suggestions to ensure that how they can prevent from side effect. And for from those initiatives, patient adherence went, you can say, the multifolds better than, because in chronic therapies, complications occurs when patient miss their medicine. So it's not about the business, because business is, you can say that you are selling packs. Missing one or two pills is not a big issue for from company perspective, but from patient perspective it's very important. And HCP is generally suffering from this, that how we can ensure that patient are taking that medicine regularly. So these are some areas we are, as a pharma, we have to focus on the internal customer as well the external human beings, because the purpose of pharma to serve the patient.
Yeah. And what
Yeah.
I really, what stands out to me in this is that internal and external are aligned, and that it's not just an isolated training program for
Yeah.
sales and another completely different sales program for marketing, and a different initiative to ensure treatment protocol adherence. It's all part of the same commercial excellence focus. And what we hear from external research like McKinsey and everyone investing in commercial excellence research is that 52% of leaders attribute lost revenue to misaligned sales and marketing efforts. So that's a very powerful quantification of what you've just described. If you continue doing stuff in isolation, there is no success in it commercially. And that's what we focus on as well, creating programs that really facilitate that alignment, cross-functional work, and maximize employee productivity, but from the right perspective.
Yeah, Olga, I think you are talking about, I think cohesive culture is very important uh, between marketing and sales, as well as for the other functions like supply chain and the other functions, that should be collaborated, and they are on the same page. So they should work for the common goal, for the same goal. What is the purpose of that organization? I think it's very important.
Yes.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you for those examples. And um, I think playing devil's advocate a little bit here, I'd like to bring us back to AI. Everyone's talking about AI. And like you said, that a few years ago, we believed that CRM is, or Salesforce is the next frontier of commercial excellence. Now we say, okay, AI is going to solve it all. And to a certain extent AI helps, but is it possible to say that AI will solve all of our commercial excellence programs? As a digital expert, what do you think, Sarah?
Well, it does help, of course. It's not everything that we need, and it shouldn't be everything that we need. I think AI gives us speed, gives us scale, gives us more visibility and options, but it doesn't have empathy or values, or it doesn't even give us the context of which this situation occur or what that person or individual need. So human centricity in this aspect is our compass in how to ensure that technology that truly serves people's needs first and foremost. So this is the ultimate goal, but this does not mean that AI can be in this place or replace people, replace what you as a human can understand. And it's crucial that we don't ignore that, because ignoring the human aspect in customer experience or business experience, we risk building systems that are efficient but could be harmful. And like Mr. Sajid said, in pharma, if just imagine if they completely ignored the human aspect of it, how many people that could be hurt because of that. So it's crucial that you have the people element there. Using AI can help, but the human judgment and creativity and ethics is the main factor here. As we build that, we create a chain of reaction and effect. So if we use AI but managed by human ethics, then we can build trust, and that trust will drive adoption, therefore will drive loyalty and eventually real growth for business and for customer. So AI is the future, but it cannot replace people. That's for sure. It can amplify and help people, but organization, organization that keep human centricity in the core are the ones that will achieve sustainable growth. At least that's what I believe.
And do you and any other panel participants have any tips on how to use AI to help us become more human-centric and more commercially successful?
Uh, I can add that AI would be good for boosting human centricity, because it will free up time for something that is very important for us, for communication. We can invest more time into communication with our people, listen to them, coaching them. So it's good when we can use some routine operation by means of AI. We can be real human being and communicate intensively, actively, and support each other. And I believe that it's again good for human centricity.
Of course, you're absolutely right, Marina.
Yeah, yeah.
I think mainly I will talk in the field of digital transformation. Using AI and analyzing data and having insights will definitely help a lot, but eventually you as a human will have to take the decision. So the more visibility you get using AI will help you make the right decision for people, for organizations, and for customers.
Yeah, I think we are all on the same page, Sarah, Marina, and Olga. I think using AI give space to the employees and to the people in the organization uh, to work efficiently, and they get more time for their development, for their, and you can say that for themselves, because sometimes we saw that people were taking, you can say, 30 to an hour for writing an simple email, because they don't have you can say the words in mind how to communicate with other. It's a simple example for the email. and that time will obviously help to the to you can say they grow themselves, to have time for themselves, because it's very important. AI is helping people in their day-to-day tasks, and on the other hand, it's the human element is very important, because people are people are the one who are deciding where we have to use that information, where we have to communicate that information within that organization. If I put a simple example, because we have a lot of chatbots now available in multiple sites, but if we go on the again on the pharma side, because I am in the pharma sector, when we go on the patient, the human element is very important. Chatbots doesn't satisfy the patients, especially in the critical condition. So chatbots can help, but obviously the same information, if that same information communicated through a person, so that is very helpful for the patient. So it will be mixed. Yes, AI is very important to drive efficiencies in our day-to-day tasks, but with the human, you can say the human correspondence.
And if I can just give one key message regarding this topic, I would say AI is not just about efficiency. It's about unlocking possibilities in how we work, we live, we grow. But its impacts, its impact depends on how human-centric we make those decisions or make those uses. So I think this, if we could understand this concept, we can understand exactly where people fit and where AI fit in our business process.
Yeah, well, when we work
Yeah.
on AI implementation in our consulting practice, very often, almost 100% of companies don't think about the purpose. They just say, okay, AI is important, everyone's doing AI, competitors are doing AI, we need AI. And then it gets into the IT domain, and they implement, to the best of their understanding, the and with the means they have available, AI tools. But the purpose kind of gets lost in the process. Why are we doing this? What is it meant to do for the humans, i.e., employees or customers? And I think that's a very important point to stop, pause, and just say, okay, do we actually need this? And if we do, why? Um, and go on, Sajjad, sorry.
Yeah, I think Olga, it's very important. As Marina said, for the people development or the engagement part, that's this is not the job of HR only. So AI is not the job of IT. It's the job of every department, because they know why and how we are using AI to you can say that to support in our day-to-day tasks. So like we did with the you can say the people development and the employee engagement, so we are doing same mistakes for the AI now, because as you said that AI belongs to IT, we have you can fix in our minds that's whenever it comes to AI, so please call to IT. So that doesn't work. Every department has to play their role, why they need this, and as Sarah said, is not the efficiencies and you can say the supporting your day-to-day task. Sometimes AI suggests you those areas which you are missing, because when we are working on the numbers we missed people part. Sometimes AI suggests us that always think about the people part also, because as human we have limited you can say the capacity to think on a certain areas. So yes, if everybody will think on that, why and how we will be using AI, then it will be beneficial. Otherwise it will add another tool in there, you can say the software house.
True. Yeah, when anyone listening to this webinar live or in recording, we encourage you to take diagnostic. It's free. It's something that we developed to help you pinpoint your areas of excellence and some gaps in commercial excellence. And the diagnostic goes into employee ability, enablement, and motivation. So the enablement part is your technology, your process excellence, your operational efficiency. The ability is, can you people actually use it? Do they have the right skills? And if we talk about AI adoption, that's very important, but it's important across the board. And very importantly is the motivation. Do they actually want to do this? And are they supported and motivated to do their job, to communicate cross-functionally? Do they know how to do this well? And do they see the results? And Marina, if you want to add something to this and the importance of this diagnostic.
Yeah, maybe several words, because I'm inspired by this work, because we did it together, and it seems to me that it's perfect fit when we uh, um, include people and employees in the equation when it comes to business growth, because normally we measure processes or market opportunities, and sometimes we forget about people. If they are motivated, if they are skilled enough to get their best job. And when we combine all together, when we look at the market, at the internal processes, but also we look at our people, how they are motivated and how they are skilled to do their best job. It seems to me that we have this full picture when we can focus on some issues, and we can put our efforts very precisely on the dimension that would require these efforts.
Yeah, and not to spoil the fun for anyone taking the diagnostic, but looking at average results across all assessments we've done globally so far, there are the two biggest gaps is ability to adapt to evolving client needs and ability to communicate well cross-functionally. So both of those would not have been discovered had we not focused on the human element of it. So building on this discussion, what are the essential skills that every commercial excellence leader should develop in themselves and their teams? So anyone can start. Sajjad, would you like to start?
Yeah, I think yeah, it's okay now. I think every commercial excellence leader should have different skills, but obviously the one thing that is very important is adaptation to the things, to the processes, and to the new things that are coming. And beside those, you can say the core skills what I learned from especially from last 5 to 6 years. I learned a lot from the younger person in my team. You can say the Gen Z, and that because they are fresh minded, they always come with a new suggestion and out of the box thinking. So normally as a leader, when we have some experience in our field, we do not, you can say, they give weightage to the newer generation, or you can say the less experienced person. So it's very important. First thing that you should be adaptive, and second that you should listen to the newer generation. Don't judge them as they don't have anything in their pocket. They have a lot of very good ideas, so that helps a lot, especially for the transformation. And if we talk about the digital part, you can say that the newer generation is very, you can say, the expert in these areas. So these are some skills. Obviously there are a lot of other leadership skills also required, which Marina and Sarah can help us on those areas.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
love that. Next time we should have your junior team members on the LinkedIn Live as well. This is a great idea.
I
Yeah,
can add. Can I continue this?
Yeah, yeah, go ahead.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, thank you. Uh, For me, the first is creativity. I believe that for customer experience leader, it's one of the most important skill, creativity to design innovations that create outstanding experience. And the second is empathy, because empathy helps us to create this innovation, because empathy fuels creativity and innovation. Because if you truly feel pain and needs of another person, you become passionate to deliver best solution for this. So for me, empathy and creation works together. And also, I would mention collaboration, because I believe that CX leader must unite people from different functions to improve CX. So this leader should be very good in facilitating discussions and designing team dynamics. And finally, I would mention communication, because clear and consistent communication will align teams around purpose, priorities, next steps. So these skills from me for CX leader.
Thank you.
Well, there's something that I think it's been said a lot, but I don't think it's either practiced or understood very well. And it's having customer centric thinking leaders. So usually, what I've experienced throughout my career is that they the understanding of customer centric solutions would be, it looks good, it functions good, and we're golden. This is it. So I think if we need to redefine what does that mean to in some areas in different organizations, to understand exactly what the customer is going through, and not just through one service or one idea that we're providing. It's throughout the whole journey. And I would give, if the time is, if we can just give one example of that. One of our missions or project initiatives that we're working on in Saudi is of course, the 2030 vision. And one of the initiatives that I'm working on right now, and I'm very proud of, is the life journeys. It's basically drawing the journey of the citizen and the anyone who lives in Saudi, since the day they were born until the day they die. And just imagine how many stops that person go through. And if I can understand whatever your needs are and how they are met, I can improve not just one service or one I one step of your journey. I can help you throughout your life. And that's the effect of really thinking, uh, um, having the customer in the center of our thinking. I think I went through a very huge scale, but if we're really going to redefine the customer centric thinking, is uh, I think this could be a good example of how it should be.
Yeah. And for those of us joining not from the Middle East region and not aware, I think Saudi is really leading the way in terms of a person centricity in government programs, in defining SRS's life journeys, and then aligning how these life journeys are being served by the government itself, but also by commercial entities. So I love that focus, and I work a lot in the Middle East, and it is really felt in the way people start thinking about their jobs, how they define their roles, and as Sarah says, refocus their objectives on human-centric outcomes rather than just hitting a number.
Yeah, I think it's great initiative.
And
Uh,
sorry, go on.
yeah, Olga, I think I learned a lot from. I think Marina especially point out the very important part, the empathy is very important as a leader. and the second is the customer-centric approach by Sarah. So I think these are some skills where if leader can consciously work on those areas, so it can be very helpful as a commercial excellence or commercial leader. And beside this, what I think I can add one more thing: the critical thinking, especially if we talk about the processes, the tools that we are using from many times, and how we can improve those areas, how we can you can say the build efficiencies in our tools and processes. Considering that Sarah already sold the customer centric approach, because now need and wants of our customers are changing also. So we have to think those areas also. So having you can say the critical thinking in your area is also very important as a commercial or commercial excellence leader to improve the processes and tools.
Very valuable addition. And again, anyone joining today who wants to explore more of those skills, the co-creation, designing intentional experiences, effective communication, process efficiency, I encourage you to explore our course. And not just for upskilling yourself, but if you're a leader, it's sometimes very challenging to communicate your vision to all of your employees, especially new employees or those who are usually not in the office, the field force, or align your stakeholders. So we try to design this course in a way that is engaging and interactive for everyone in the organization so that you could communicate your visions and beliefs easier into the system and drive better commercial excellence through human centricity. So to conclude this session, I'd like to ask each of the panelists to summarize your findings, and I give you an extra challenge to do this in 7 words. What would you like the audience to walk away with today?
Maybe I can start
Yeah.
that human potential is the real growth engine.
Very good, thank you.
Yeah, I think it's difficult to describe in 7 words. Maybe it will be little more, but I think what the commercial excellence for me, or especially from the human-centric point of view, you can say that it's a strategic alignment of people, process, and technology with human centricity as their foundation and strengthened by AI and strong leadership.
Well, it's a bit more than 7, but I'll give you
Yeah,
that.
yeah,
I'm not sure if these are 7 words, but I think the foundation of any growth is through human-centric excellence. I'm not sure. Are these 7 words?
Probably, but it's concise enough, and I think that's a great thought to leave our audience with: is human centricity as a
I
foundation.
think Olga, it's in overall it's 21, so it will be 7 equally.
Yes.
Yeah.
Excellent. Well, thank you so much for joining us today as panelists, sharing your expertise. It's invaluable. All of you bring diverse perspectives, and that's what makes it great for the audience. Also, thank you to the audience for being there, listening. We're looking forward to your feedback, questions. You can always reach me on LinkedIn, and I will either answer your question or address it to one of the participants. And thank you to the ECC team behind the scenes for making sure it all runs smoothly.
Thank you. Thank you,
It was
everyone.
an honor being here.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you all very much.